Please have a seat.
आप सबको सादर नमस्कार, प्रणाम, good morning. The National Cadet Corps is grateful for your benign presence here this morning, and we really appreciate your taking out some time to look at issues that concern the fountainhead of India, that is its youth, India of future. Really appreciate your coming here, taking out your time. What I intend doing is that to give you a perspective, I'll make a brief presentation to you, which will appear on the screens which are placed on either side. And in that presentation, we'll try and put across the perspective of National Cadet Corps, its being, what it does, which you already know actually. Most of you are coming here most years. So what it really does, what it can do, what lies ahead, and so on and so forth. So with your permission, I'll begin. Once again, I wish to begin by wishing you very best for the new year. May this year get you closer to what you seek in life, which you have best decided for yourself. Wish you joy, wish you prosperity to you, family, extended families, and your establishments where you work. National Cadet Corps, an organization to be proud of, and an organization whose energy levels are unparalleled. The other day, we interacted with all the cadets who are present here in the camp. There are 2,070 of them, along with instructors, staff. Now these 2,070 boys and girls, out of which nearly 1,400 are boys and about 600 are girls, which is a very healthy mix. So while speaking to them from here, it was such a pleasant experience. Not pleasant experience because it was a time to deliver a talk on motivational issues in their life. It was a pleasure because talking to youth of the nation, bubbling with energy, and a very vibrant fragrance that emanated from their youthful energy, is a matter of pleasure for anyone to interact with them, whether us or you yourselves, as you would see as the activities unfold in the camp that is on. Now, this organization, most of us know, some know in more detail and some know in enough details. It's a pan-India organization. In our country, there are 688 districts, out of which the National Cadet Corps is touching 683. In the ensuing year, we'll make sure we touch all, make an attempt to touch all. Where are these 4 or 5 districts where the NCC footprint is not present yet? Are the areas in our remote areas of Arunachal Pradesh or Chhattisgarh. Where are the reasons that you know well that yet we are not able to reach? Because National Cadet Corps is a voluntary organization. It is also contingent upon some issues of infrastructure support and many other factors. But we'll try and make sure that this footprint is actually available in all districts of our country. How do we reach out? We have around 16,000 institutions comprising schools, comprising colleges. There are several which are waitlisted as of time, 8,000 of them or more, which also wish to adopt the National Cadet Corps to enhance the motivation levels of the boys and girls in their institutions. And the strength of the National Cadet Corps, which is authorized as of date, is 13.8 lakhs. I think approximately 25 crore students are there across our country. I'm not sure of the exact figures, but somewhere there, 25 crores plus. But we are able to touch the lives of the numbers that I mentioned through the National Cadet Corps. This organization, which is truly pan-India, without biases and prejudices, it functions to adopt a life that gives us very distinct advantages in 3 fields. So I come to what exactly do we do in the National Cadet Corps. Now, why these circles? Let me explain. When in the military you fire on a target, the target is divided into 3 circles. Innermost, which you see in red, is called the bullseye. And then there is inner circle, and then there is the outer circle. When a soldier or a serviceman is asked to fire, depending on where you hit, is the score which is awarded. That means, extrapolated to the role of NCC, there are core issues and there are peripheral issues. By no means peripheral issues are less important, but if the core is addressed right, the peripheries will be taken care of. So at the core, what NCC attempts to do is to generate certain values and personality traits in the cadets. These values pertain to, first and foremost, is the character building among the youth. In character building, the focus should be self-discipline, self-introspection, which is so difficult to do. And what we've been trying to preach is that you are as good as you appear to be when you are not under observation. And character and discipline together take away the animal behavior from man, and you become a symbol of mankind if you possess high values of character and discipline. Not exactly I'm not trying to give a lecture, but we have to make sure that we build these virtues in the cadets. Amongst these, another important factor is the team comradeship or the team spirit amongst cadets. I need not illustrate this. Selflessness is the virtue which takes any country forward. To see a developed India, a virtue of selflessness is all important. And then, no life without risk-taking. So, adventure, spirit of risk-taking through activities of adventure is the other core issue that we address. As it is, life in National Cadet Corps is full of adventure, even in day-to-day routine. And through these values and virtues, we are trying to provide a motivated leadership in all walks of life. It's not leadership alone, it is motivated leadership in all walks of life. And what you see on the fringe is, and we provide an environment that encourages cadets to consider choosing armed forces as a career or an option in their life. All careers in life, whatever you do, are good, but asking a soldier, there is no other career as noble and good as that of the armed forces. Now, this is the peripheral issue that we wish to attend to. So, there are core issues, and then there is what you see in the inner cycle with little more finesse on the core values and traits. We make people who can live in community and society, who are socially responsible, and therefore the leadership in all walks of life, and consider armed forces as a career. Now the taste of pudding lies in its eating. So some of the achievements of these boys and girls I like to share with you, which comprise only the past 2 years, and this journey has been continuing ever since NCC came into being, and will continue in days to come. Such is our assurance. Some achievements in sports. In Jawaharlal Nehru Cup, the sub-juniors, 14 years old and younger, they get championship in 2015. A year later, they reach the semi-final stage. In Mavlankar National Shooting, which is actually a good hallmark of India's performance all over, these boys and girls are not behind, and nearly 3 or 4 dozen medals in these competitions. In May 2016, this year, 11 girls team, young girls, they scaled Mount Everest. So there are two things to it. The largest contingent from any country, and to take a team of 11 members to the top Mount Everest is a challenge. Ones and twos people will go. But to start with a team of 11 and reach top is quite an achievement done by the girls this year in May 16. And what you see on the left is the recognition as world record for the Limca Book of Records. The world record. What did boys do? This year they went to Bhagirathi 2. 7 senior division cadets, and they did it in September. When did they go to Mount Everest? They went to Mount Everest in 2013. On the International Yoga Day in 2015, we had 9.5 lakh cadets at 1700 venues across the country undertaking this activity simultaneously. Again, it is registered as a national record by Limca Book of Records. Now that time, as you remember, was an orchestrated activity with additional focus across the country. And this year, without such severity of directions to do this and so on and so forth, we still undertook this activity, and we had nearly 7 lakh cadets doing this activity, and we will sustain this all years on the Yoga Day for the benefits that it accrues to mind and our societal building. Then we had in August Swachh Bharat Mission, Swachhata Pakhwada, where the Honorable Prime Minister lauded the contribution of National Cadet Corps, and we got a Puraskar from him. And during this, various activities relating to ODF plan or awareness campaign, all these were undertaken. Then we had Equestrian Championships, Army Equestrian Championship, and Jaipur Horse Show. Now what I have written in a box is, this, it is not that we got X number of medals. It is whom were we competing with when you got these medals. So we are competing with the better teams of our military academy, of the Naval Academy, and National Defence Academy, and Mount and Veterinary Corps College and Center. Now these boys, largely in these teams, are high skill members. So competing with them, the National Cadet Corps did a job beyond the brief, beyond the usual. In the camp also, we have 76 horses, and we'll put up some equestrian show here in the camp as well on a scheduled day. And then there is youth exchange program with 11 countries that we have an MOU with. And last one, what you see in the picture, was signed in October or November this year with Kyrgyzstan. Otherwise, the flags placed in this hall on your right are the flags of nations with whom we have this MOU. And this year, 17 officers, about 4 heads of the departments, that is the DGNCC equivalent, and 112 cadets, boys and girls, will be coming and interacting with the National Cadet Corps, boys and girls of India during this camp itself. And as the year unfolds, there will be mutual exchange programs for this youth exchange of excellence. Now, what I showed you so far is that NCC is around. Or to may say that NCC is around in a little deeper sense. What you see in front is what appeared in Times about 3 odd days ago. Young boy called Bandhu Pangi, tribal, 14 years, from Odisha, from Potangi, from Behrampur group. The boy gets picked up for the talent and for national shooting, and we'll groom him to undertake further competitions at the national stage and, if God willing, in the international stage. That depends on the performance, how he goes. But a boy in a very primitive area is picked up, and all done by the staff of the National Cadet Corps, which is finding routes in all the remote areas of our nation. Then is what you see is another depiction of a routine camp done by a battalion in one of the directorates. And I request you to take your attention to what is on the red, is what appeared in the press when they covered this camp. That इस कैंप के द्वारा एनसीसी के मेधावी छात्रों ने देश को एकता के बंधन में पिरोने का काम किया. This is what I saw from the vernacular press which accompanied this clipping. So, in other words, at the grassroots level, at a higher excellence platforms, the National Cadet Corps is doing a job well done. How does this ladder to excellence in training come by? There are 3 pillars. First pillar is that of the institutional training. Institutional training, it implies training in schools and colleges. Now this training has to be done alongside boys doing their practicals, their daily classes, their morning prayer, their annual days, all the tests that go on in a curriculum in a year. So these motivated cadets undertake this training beyond school hours. It is pre or after school or during weekends or holidays, which schools, those who are willing, are quite compliant.